You see, what Kyrie Irving was put through was a shaming ritual. It was all based in Hegelian dialectic. And when you understand these things, it's easy for you to see through it. It's the same thing that they did with Nick Cannon, the same thing that they did with Deshaun Jackson. It's all a part of the Hegelian dialectic. You bring forth a problem, and from that problem, you get to the solution, and from that solution, there's a change. And you have these subjects that act it out because they're pawns. So Kyrie Irving is no different. He was used. Mind you, he posted a link and he didn't say not a word. He didn't say a word. And everybody attacked this man, raked him over the coals because it was protocol for the shaming ritual. That's all it was about. Everything about this world is based on a script. This world is so fake and it's easy to see through all this shit. Kyrie Irving is someone who I believe is put under the programming. And this is alleged, obviously, but I believe that he's someone who was put under the programming. It's too obvious, especially when it comes to the numerological bent. This is his 12th year and this occurs. 12 tribes of Israel, right? He comes back, he faces the Grizzlies. Ja Morant was supposed to play. He was injured before the game. Kyrie Irving was put through a shaming ritual for the Hegelian dialectic. Going back to George Hegel, where you have a problem, you come up with a solution for that problem, and there's a change based off of cause and effect. George Floyd, same thing. It's all about the Hegelian dialectic. Kyrie Irving was put through a shaming ritual. He had to suffer. He had to go through the shaming in regards to him having to complete 6 steps in order for him to get back on the court, which was nonsensical. He had to apologize and look all crazy and soft, looking all subdued. It was all based in a shaming ritual. You know, certain endorsements pulled from him, in which, you know, he's been attached to them for years in regards to Nike and so on and so forth. It's all a part of the shaming ritual. They use him to pretty much be a contrarian to the power structure. That's what it's all about. That's why they have terms like anti-Semite, when it's really supposed to be anti-quote-unquote Jew. Because there's not just Jews that come from Shem. Because that's what the term, Semite means. It means Shemite. For you to be a Shemitic, you're not just a Jew. It's not just Jews that come from Shem. So that's the confusion there. And this is how you know that these people know they're not of the book. They're not really of the book. They know who the people of the book are, but they use this in order for them to bring forth this, effect or this change in regards to censorship of high-level information, or the eradication of high-level information when it comes to these books, making it hard for you to purchase them by increasing the prices for these books, these type of books. This been up on Amazon since 2018, and now all of a sudden they want to make this a big deal. They highlighted the book. They brought more promotion to the book than ever before. So this is how you know that this is all part of an agenda. That's what this is about. It's all part of an agenda. None of this shit is really real, man. This is all bullshit. And they're using this because obviously we're in an age of revelation where things are being revealed unto us. So, more and more people are starting to wake up. So they try to put fear in people who tap into that understanding of, being a Hebrew Israelite, understand who you are according to the truth, according to facts, according to archaeological digs, as opposed to just labeling you a conspiracy theorist. No, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm a searcher. I'm an inquirer. And when I delve into the understanding of who I am, it resonates with me because it's truthful, based in my understanding of how to find, how to connect the dots, how to contextualize, as well as the prophetic aspect, which you cannot deny. When you read the scriptures, the prophecies line up with us. They don't line up with the Caucasian Jews. Revelation 2:9 and 3:9 lines up with them. And they already know that. But in this society, everything is flipped upside down. We understand what took place when it comes to our heritage being stolen from the Khazars and whatnot, when you read books like the 13th Tribe. So, It's just the truth. It's just that we live in this world that's governed by Satan. And we know Satan is based in deception and trickery and lies and subterfuge. So that's the vibration of this society, where everything is just lies and confusion. That's this world, lies and confusion, where things don't make sense, but we're accustomed to it, so it makes sense. But it really doesn't in the grand scheme of things. So it says, what does Kyrie Irving see in anti-Semitic conspiracy theories? That doesn't even make any sense when you hear that. Anti-Semitic conspiracy theories. We got to understand the meaning of these words, man. I can't be anti-Shem. I cannot be anti-Shem. Let me just read it on. Kyrie Irving, the Brooklyn Nets superstar point guard, is as skilled at deflection as he is at putting together spectacular finishes around the basket. On Saturday, after his team's 125-116 loss to the Indiana Pacers, a reporter vigorously questioned Kyrie about why he used his Twitter account to promote Hebrew to Negro, Wake Up Black America, a 2018 film that contains a host of anti-Semitic themes. No, it does not. No, it does not. Like you saying that Caucasian Jews control the banks, they control the money. How is that anti-Semitic? Like for real. And they, like, y'all better not fucking cut this video. Like for real. How is that anti-Semitic when you just laying out the truth? It's the truth. It's the truth. They control the banks, the Rothschilds, the Warburgs. They control the money. Read up on Creature from Jekyll Island, with the start of the Federal Reserve Act in 1913. Read up on these things. And even without reading up on these things, just simple research should tell you that these people are in power. So you saying that these people are in power, you're an anti-Semite. This is how you know that they feel guilty about the maintenance of their power, the power structure, because they know that it's all based in, them leading or ruling on nefarious bases. That's what it's about. Lending on usury when it comes to the money system that they control. It's just the truth. There's nothing anti-Semitic about it. And dumbass people, they fall for these terms, these buzz terms, anti-Semite, anti-this, misogynist, this, that, all these silly ass terms that's meant for you to pretty much, get in line. It's just crazy, man. At the end of the day, man, when people tell you that you're an anti-Semite, you gotta ask them, what does it mean to be a Semite or Shemite, which is the real wording, which is the real pronunciation? What does it mean to be a Shemite? That's what you gotta ask these people, because these terms, nobody even goes into the understanding of what it means. What the fuck does it mean to be an anti-Semite? What is a Semite? It's not just Jews that come from Shem. It's just crazy, man. These people, they are not of Israel. We know that for a fact, that these people go back to Esau. The scriptures lay it out perfectly. Read the book of Obadiah. Go into the understanding of history when it comes to the wild men, the serfs, the Slavs. These people, they're not of Israel. They're not the chosen. And it's not hate, it's just the truth. Like you look at certain ads on TV, commercials of, I think it's, what's the guy named? Robert Kraft, where it's this ad of, stop Jewish hate. It's like, what is this? This is how you know that this is all based in agendas. Kyrie Irving says not a word. He just posts a link to a book that pretty much details the understanding of who the black man is according to the book. And you could take that or leave it. Excuse me. You could take that or leave it. But at the end of the day, bro, like, come on, man. There's just so much confusion in this world. It's on Amazon, a public platform. Irving said of the decision to post a link to the purported documentary, which was adapted from a book of the same name. Whether you want to go with it or not, it's up to you. Just like I said, you can take it or leave it. It's on Amazon. It's a link that's up for your choice to click on it or not. It's been up for 4 years, and now they want to make a big deal out of it. When them highlighting it and making this a big story, they promote it. That's how you know that this is an agenda. It's all based in trying to eradicate this type of information when it comes to, DVDs or streams like this, films like this, documentaries like this, books like this. It's a way for them to say, hey, if you tap into this, we're going to eradicate, we're going to deem you a conspiracy theorist. Or we're going to just eradicate these books as a whole by increasing the prices and making it hard for you to buy it, or taking it down, taking it off of Amazon or whatnot, or editing certain books, when it comes to the digital element. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Like you said, it's on Amazon, a public platform, which was adapted from a book of the same name. Whether you want to go with it or not, it's up to you. There's things being posted every day. I'm no different than the next human being, so don't treat me any different. You guys come in here and make up this powerful influence that I have. You cannot post that. Why not? Why not? He went on to suggest that he hadn't expressed hatred for anyone. He hasn't, excuse me. Like, he didn't even say anything. He just posted a link to something that he felt his people should, pay attention to. He went on to suggest that he hadn't expressed hatred for anyone, and he appeared to link the controversy without explaining the connection to his own experience of living as a free black man here in America, knowing the historical complexities for me to get here. In reality, Irving has joined a troubling club of high-profile black celebrities, also including the rapper Kanye West, who have stubbornly embraced conspiracy theories. No, he hasn't. It's just the truth, and you cannot call Kanye a conspiracy theorist when he's a part of that. He's in that world. He's in that realm. So this person, Jemele Hill, is lost. She's a fucking pea-brain liberal so-called black woman who's Boule, acting as an intermediary between, the power structure, the so-called Caucasian power structure, and a black man and a black woman. It's her job to pretty much eradicate anything that the so-called black man goes against when it comes to the power structure and their agenda. That's what it's all about. She's a liberal, so-called staunch liberal black woman. That's just what she is. Very toxic, very annoying. In reality, Irving has joined a troubling club of high-profile black male celebrities, also including the rapper Kanye West, who have stubbornly embraced conspiracy theories, particularly anti-Semitic ones. Yeah, she's very lost. Very lost. Under the pretext of seeking a deeper truth about their own origins. It's not under a pretext. It's under natural inquisition. When I inquired to do some research on my history, that's not under a pretext. And I find out that I'm the chosen. And then it resonates with me because it makes sense in regards to the power that emanates from me. Not just me, I'm just talking about so-called black people in general. It makes so much sense that this book is about us. Just taking out the historical aspect, when you read these scriptures, right? It resonates with the so-called black man because of how certain things align with us when it comes to prophecies that's laid out, precepts, so on and so forth. It makes so much sense. And then when you add in the historical element, that's just clear cut. It's like putting a cherry on top. It makes so much sense. Certain people know, but it's their job to cape, like a Jemele Hill. She probably know, or she probably don't, because she's fucking lost and gone. She's silly as hell. So she probably don't even know. It's her job to just, act as this maid in the so-called old house. She's the maid. It's her job. As well as acting as that buffer. She's a Boule so-called black woman, just like a Stephen A. Smith and a Shannon Sharp. Whatever the master tell them to do, they do. It's their job to rake over the coals these people who go against the power structure. The shaming ritual of Kanye and Kyrie Irving has been played out in a way where the so-called black power structure or the Boule, they pretty much exposing themselves because they changing their tune with each storyline as it goes. With the exception of Jemele Hill, because, this is the only thing I can find on her in regards to how this played out. But she's somebody that I don't really take serious anyway because she's a female. I don't really take females serious. I just don't. But let's just read on. Black men are not the primary drivers of anti-Semitism in the United States. What does that even mean, man? What does that mean? But polls suggest that they do feel more disenfranchised and disengaged from the political process than most other demographics groups do. Black men have historically been villainized and often do not feel seen and certainly not heard or respected. You know, I don't think we should even care about that. I really don't. That's something that females, you know, they care about shit like that. They care about attention and feeling validated. We shouldn't care about that. We should care about that with each other, but we shouldn't care about that in regards to just, you know, in general outside society. We should care about that with each other. And to a degree, that gotta be moderated. You know what I mean? But it's very important for us to understand, you know, what we need to do. I can't help but wonder about a correlation between the sentiment and the anti-Semitic conspiracy theories now percolating even among highly successful artists and athletes, theories rooted in the idea that the greatness of black men is being hidden or stolen from them. I mean, it's not a theory, it's the truth. A lot of things have been stolen from us. We're the recipient of lies. Like, this chick is so lost. Like, what the hell is she talking about? There's nothing wrong with black men examining their roots to better understand their place in history or in the world, but it's hard to believe that this can't be done without advancing ideas that denigrate others. What ideas that denigrate others? When it comes to the history, they've done things to denigrate us. They've conquered us. They've lied to us. They rule on lies. This chick is so gone. She's just so far gone, bro. She has no idea what the fuck she's doing. This is why females need to stay in their place, because when they inject themselves in these things, they make a fucking fool of themselves if you pay attention. She's confused. She don't know what the fuck she's talking about. Irving has since deleted the tweet in question, but he doesn't seem to realize that he isn't just a garden variety internet poster. The 3-hour film that he amplified to his millions of followers is repugnant. At one point, the film cites Henry Ford's 4-volume book, The International Jew. The first volume is subtitled The World's Foremost Problem. A quick history lesson. The legendary automaker's disdain for Jews was so intense that even Adolf Hitler praised him for it in Mein Kampf. Okay, but does that come from the person that made the documentary? Or is that some sort of context in order for you to understand who those people are? It's just the truth about them. And it's not no hate. We can point out anything in regards to our people and what we've done that you can deem as, you know, evil. Everybody has a history of, you know, some sort of evil when it comes to, you know, nations and whatnot. So it's all about facts, but they want to turn this into you're anti this or you're anti that. When you're just pointing out facts. It's just facts. This is how you know that she has a job to do. She has a job to do. She's Boule. So she's gonna protect them. And when we talk about the Holocaust, these people, they still get reparations from that. They getting paid their own money. Like, what are we talking about? Ah, man. Even more chilling, the documentary also claims that Jews have used 5 major falsehoods to conceal their nature and protect their status and power. One alleged falsehood is that 6 million Jews were killed in the Holocaust. Irving later insisted that his being labeled anti-Semitic was not justified. I'm not sure which definition of anti-Semitic Irving is working with. I don't even know if you know what anti-Semitic means. So what are you talking about? What does it mean to be Semitic? What does it mean to be Shemitic? But how else could someone characterize his support for a film that threats the Holocaust as an exaggeration or a falsehood? Nah, the Holocaust was a true event. You know, I did some research on it in regards to the concentration camps and how, you know, I heard just based off of certain findings that, you know, they were living lavishly in some of them concentration camps. Now, obviously, there were a lot of people killed, and it wasn't just Jews that was killed. There were black people that was killed as well. But they never highlight that. This bonehead Jamel Hill don't even know that. Irving says that he embraces and strives to learn from all walks of life and religions because he's an omnist. He's just being used. He's an omnis, so he doesn't even know where he stands. But he's a searcher. He's used. That's all it is. When I say he's being used, it's all based off of the understanding of this agenda. It's all agenda driven. If so, part of his education should include being conscious and understanding of the painful histories that have caused those communities harm. I mean, at the end of the day, when it comes to the truth about certain things, that's what the forefront should be. It shouldn't be about sympathy or all that bullshit. At the end of the day, man, when you look at the film, there's nothing that's overtly anti-Jew or quote-unquote anti-Semitic about it. It's just not. Them saying, like, when you look at the film, I guess them saying anti-Semitic is about us, or, you know, the so-called black man claiming to be the true Hebrew of the book, which is the truth, but I guess that's what they deem to be anti-Semitic as well. That's how confused, this is just all based in confusion. It's just all based in confusion. Every time I talk about this anti-Semitic thing, I even get confused myself because the term is so, it's so convoluted. It's like, what does it mean? Does anybody know what the term means? I know what it means, but do these people know what it means? Nevertheless, black Americans suffering has not automatically sensitized us to other forms of prejudice, and other black men have tried it down Irving's path. In 2020, I wrote about the NFL star wide receiver Deshaun Jackson, who posted a screenshot on Instagram of a fake Hitler quote declaring that white Jews will blackmail America. That's not a fake quote. We don't know if it's fake or not. I don't believe it's fake, but that's alleged. But this woman, Jemele Hill, it's her job to be Boule. It's her job to protect the Caucasian Jews, the Caucasian power structure. That's just her job. So at the end of the day, her dumb ass, she don't know what the fuck she's talking about. She's all lost, and she's just playing a role. That's all it is. And when it comes to these women, you know, it's hard for me to take them serious because, you know, their minds are so capricious. They're so emotionally driven. They don't really understand things on a large scale. And it's no different with Jemele Hill. She may be smart to some degree, but she doesn't understand what the fuck she's talking about. She's so lost. This is how you know that she's just playing a role. But peace.